For the most part, my channel will be focused on godly living, kingdom-minded things. The description is on my channel itself. And before I even start, hit like or subscribe so that you can follow for more videos. Usually I'm talking transparency moments, so like what you hear people prophesy and other people prophesy over YouTube. If you're in that category, I probably will come up. But right now, I do dabble in the, not dabble, but I do have dreams and visions, but right now, God has me focusing on transparency moments and speaking more about my truth and things of that nature. I'm down to earth, so I speak only the truth, what exactly is going on in my life and things to come and what we may be dealing with right now in the right now moments, you know, things of that nature. So today will be a transparency moment. This is my third time trying to record this topic, but here we go. I'm talking about kingdom marriages and standing and waiting and not giving up. I haven't recorded a few videos in a little while because I've been on the go and I got sick in the process, but here I am on a day where I'm finally feeling a little bit better. So I decided that I would come on and make a video. Plus the Holy Spirit's been bugging me to make a video about it, so I don't know who it's for, but I'm sure it's going to reach that person. So I'm going to talk about kingdom marriages and what it means to standing and wait in the process and all of that good stuff. What I have to say about the kingdom marriage is, my promise of a marriage was given to me maybe over 15 years ago, probably 15 years ago. But I decided well, back then I didn't know exactly what a kingdom marriage was, but I know that it was prophesied over me. Someone saw me with my husband and all this and that. I've never been married, so I've been engaged 3 times, but never married, because none of them were my actual spouse. But I've always been the type where I looked for what I wanted and expected and kind of went after it. I'm not one for sitting back and waiting for things to come to me. I'm a go-getter, so I did what most women do when they're bold. They want to take action, they're going to go after their man. But that's not how this kingdom marriage works, you know. God chose me for him and him for me, and God told me to sit back and wait, and he will pursue me because, you know, it's destined by God, so I don't have to do anything. He's going to do it. That's what it is. But, at the time I was young, didn't know, did my own thing, wasted more time, probably caused more issues that need to be molded and fixed and all that good stuff. So you got to think right now, right, that it's a process. God is the potter and we are the clay. So in the process of our marriage or getting ready for marriage, God is remolding us, right? What do you do with clay when you're making a vase or something? You put the lump of clay on the stand and then you shape it, right? You spin it around, you add some water to it, sponges, fingers, whatever. You're shaping it, you're stretching it, you're bending it, you're indenting it if need be. There's so many different things in the process of making a vase, right? So you got to think, that's us. God's shaping and molding us. And And for your marriage, your kingdom marriage is for your purpose, for your destiny. It's not a normal marriage that other people are just, they get married and poof, they're off into the sunset. Beautiful relationship the rest of your lives. No. Kingdom marriage is a little bit different. You guys have a destiny. You have a purpose. God has spoken over your life. That is why he chose you two to come together to complete this purpose or destiny. It could be so much as just your marriage is an example to others. It's definitely for God's glory. He's going to get his glory out of the whole process, even how you came together, how you met, what you did before you got there. You're going to either minister to people or in some way, shape, or form, it's going to be an example for God. It's going to be an example for his glory. That's his process. So that is why a lot of us are not getting that, oh, I just met my spouse, boom, we're married. No, it doesn't happen that way. It does not happen that way. It takes time. I actually prayed about my kingdom spouse in my marriage probably about 2 years ago. I prayed for no counterfeits, for me to get ready and all that good stuff. So things that were wrong in my life that needed to be broken off, that process started for me back then. I'm not saying it's an easy process, because it's not. There's times that I want to throw in the towel and I'm just like, everybody else is married, everybody else is doing their thing, and here I am, still being shaped, still being molded. I mean, you gotta think, being stretched, it's not fun. Being molded, it's not fun. But I still do it because I surrender to God and I know what he has for me. And what he has for me is to prosper me, to give me hope in a future, right? So you're going to go through the process just like a pretty vase. It's got to be burnt in the fire before it's fully solidified to be that lasting vase that can maintain and hold up and hold that weight of the flowers, water, rocks, whatever you put in the pretty vase. It's got to be solidified, because if it's not solidified, it can be easily broken, right? So that's what God is doing in us in the process, and that is why I'm coming on here to speak transparently to other people. You have to go through the process to get to where you need to be, because if you're not, then you're not going to be solid. How can you expect him to give you two moldy people and stick them together and expect it to be a beautiful masterpiece? It's not. He has to have a finished product of you and a finished product of him in order for it to be a beautiful masterpiece for his glory. So you have to surrender, be obedient, obey, stand in the gap and pray, and wait. I know it's hard for a lot of us to do, but that's part of what this process is. It's waiting. It's letting him mold. It's letting him renew. It's letting him shape. But I will say this. It's not all completely bad. I mean, it is painful, but it's not bad, because somewhere in there you're finding yourself. And not only are you finding yourself, you're finding the beauty within yourself in the process. He's showing you how beautiful you are just by yourself, so that you can respect the beauty of someone else being added to you. Know that you both are beautiful together, and you both make this beautiful picture in the end. You have your spot in the picture, and he has his spot in the picture. But remember that you yourself are beautiful before he even comes into the picture. And I don't know who this message is for, but that was definitely from the Holy Spirit. So I hope who's ever's watching, it touched your heart and you were moved. And you know that this is a process and that we all have to go through it to get to where we need to be. And it's a beautiful moment. And accept it. If you said yes to the marriage, accept the process. Don't give up. Whatever you do, don't give up. Don't throw in the towel because you're closer than you think. And I hope this touched your heart. Have a blessed Sunday, y'all. Until I see you again.